Thousands of people are gearing up for this weekend's Steppin' Out in Pink event. It is a walk to raise money for local breast cancer research. The truth is, you probably know someone that has been diagnosed with breast cancer. Your mother, your sister, a friend, maybe even you. The fact is, 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed at some point in their life. It is a statistic one La Crosse woman knows all too well.
Margie Mason admits she never used to be the kind of person to just stop and smell the roses.
I would definitely consider myself a workaholic, busy, busy, busy.
But sometimes life forces you to slow down, whether you want to or not. Cancer has been a part of Margie's life for more than 2 decades.
My mom passed of breast cancer. She had a 20-year battle. She had it when she was 50. She died in March of 2011. She knew how to live life. I miss her.
And after 20 years of watching her mother's battle, Margie was about to be in a battle of her own.
The day after my mom passed, I was scheduled for my annual exam, and I, of course, had to cancel it. And, you know, in thinking about it, it was a good thing, because from that point until May 10th, I discovered a lump. And when I went in and mentioned it, she said, well, let's just do an ultrasound. And she took me right to the desk. They scheduled it for that afternoon. And I remember at 1:24, Dr. Ellis looking down at me and saying, this is more than a biopsy. And that's when my life completely changed.
Margie was diagnosed with breast cancer, but even worse, they found a spot on her lungs.
The surgeon, Dr. Landecasper, called me at home and said, yes, the biopsy in your lung was in fact cancer. So that changes the ballgame.
She had stage 4 disease when she was diagnosed. By the time you're considered stage 4, we rarely consider that we have any kind of durable curative treatments.
Hearing the news was hard enough, but then she had to share it with her friends and family.
Yeah, that's the hardest part of it all. You don't want to disappoint them. And you know how much they love you and care about you, because cancer didn't only change my life. When you're diagnosed, it's not just you. And the friends and support that you have around you is phenomenal. It changes your life. It makes you want to try harder to get better and to keep yourself healthy.
Margie immediately began treatment.
She was very gung-ho about trying to do what was the right thing or to do what was an aggressive thing. So we gave her aggressive chemotherapy, and the thing in her lung disappeared.
And then I had a double mastectomy, and then I had 33 rounds of aggressive radiation. So altogether, pretty close to a year's worth of treatment.
And in all that time, no matter how difficult, she never thought about giving up.
Not for 1 second. I owe it to my family, friends, and the medical team that helped keep me alive. I've got a lot more to do, and I plan to do it.
Today, Margie is in remission.
I consider myself a walking miracle. Stage 4 is pretty devastating. I was told that my horse was pretty much out of the barn, and meaning that once it gets to a certain stage and spreads, it can continue. And I said, well, you don't realize who's riding that horse.
This weekend, Margie will lace up her shoes and walk in the Gunderson Medical Foundation's Steppin' Out in Pink event.
This is the 3rd year I've had Team Margie E. Mason, Movers Encouraging Miracles. So far, we have 127 people signed up for the team. So if you're out there and you're listening and you haven't signed up and you want to walk, it's amazing how generous people are in this area to help fund research and folks right in this area. I can't even explain what it feels like to see all that pink. It's, especially now being diagnosed, it just how thankful and blessed we are to have that here in our own backyard.
Even now, Margie is not ready to close the chapter on her breast cancer story. In fact, quite the opposite. She is now on a mission.
I want to do everything I can to pay it forward. I ask my friends, you know, have you gotten your mammogram? If I can help one person, I thank God for that. And I want to help as many as I can. And to be able to let people know that they can do it. They can do it.
I said, and you did it. And she said, I did it. So she was a really great example of fight and determination. And if you would like to take part in the Steppin' Out in Pink Walk, the early registration is ended, but you can still register the day of the event, which is tomorrow. Proceeds go toward funding cancer research at Gunderson Health System, as well as helping people with breast cancer who are in need. You can find out the details on how to sponsor a walker, how to donate, and how to sign up. They have usually a couple hundred walkers that sign up on the day of the event, and they're expecting 6,000 plus walkers this year. Check it out, steppinoutinpink.org for all the information. You can also follow the event on Facebook. Just do a search for Gunderson's Steppin' Out in Pink. We're taking a break. We'll be right back.